Arvind. Like last time when you
You
did
didn't-
it first, I
you
didn't
didn't-
get that to join. Yeah.
Oh, 1 second. I'll send you
You
again.
can just give him an invite again, no?
1, 2, 3. Now?
Mm,
No?
no. Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, okay, sir.
Vasantika?
Vasantika also I'm moving to another room number 8.
Jaini is also there.
Yes. Jaini, ma'am, do you got the link or that message?
I got the link, but nobody was there. So
Okay, I'll
I
move it to
just
the
came
another
back.
room. I'll move it to the another room. Now? Did you got any messages?
Yeah, I think
okay,
Vasantika ma'am. Vasantika, you don't have a room? You are back again.
Wait, Vasantika, ma'am, where room?
Amchala.
Okay. 1 sec. 1 sec, Vasantika.
Vasantika is MSW, huh?
No, she's my
I-
batchmate.
She's a cutie girl. Cute.
Thank you.
I'll send you to room number 6, Vasantika.
Cool.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
She left?
Yeah. Adarsh is back.
Yeah, I'm back.
You have shared, sir? Adarsh, sir, did you share your dreams with the group? Or
Yes,
you are...
yes, I did.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
I did. I shared my dreams, and the others also shared. There are 2 of them also. Preeti and Namrata also shared their dreams.
Oh, okay. So they'll be back, no?
Yeah, they're back.
They're back. Okay. Yeah.
Hi, Preenu, are you there? I have a question, Preenu.
Yes, I'm there.
Yeah, hi, this is Om.
Sir, yes.
Yeah, I don't get the dreams basically. Whatever I dreamt. Yeah, so I don't know any reason behind it. Just wanted to know more about it. it will be good if you...
How was your childhood? Where did you have a good childhood?
Pretty decent, normal.
Pretty decent. Yeah. So how was your sleep?
Sleep now, pretty late only I go sleep, and no, like 6 to 7 hours. 6 hours I will try to sleep. Yeah.
Do you have like late insomnia? Do you sleep early? Do you wake up in the middle, and then do you have any disturbance in the sleep?
No, nothing of that sort. I sleep late actually. Nowadays,
sleep
like
late?
12-1, yeah, 12-1. I don't know whether my body is adequately stressed, so it's like
So when you are extremely stressed, your REM moment is not going to be active because you need that body relaxation. So your dream will not be processed. But it is also a positive sign. It is also a negative sign. You just have to interpret within yourself. Certain people will say that they don't dream, but it is not at all a fault. But they will have dreams. The only thing they don't remember it.
Okay. Could be.
There'll be some vague dreams or some vague images. You might feel like it is part of your reality. You don't remember it or you don't give it a thought.
Okay, I don't remember. I need to
maybe next time, maybe in this
week,
1 week, you just process it and you let me know in the next session.
Sure, I'll come back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Everybody is there, no?
Yeah.
23
No, ma'am. Still some people are in the break room.
They have to, you can just cut them off so that they'll be there immediately.
Yes, ma'am. I'll do that.
Because it's so much they have to talk about their dreams, no?
Yes.
Yeah. Hari sir, you have told about your dream.
I have very
Plenty.
nice dreams.
Okay.
Mostly the dreams are connected only with water and air, right?
Water and air, okay.
Water and air, okay.
Okay.
I always have a dream of a tsunami, right? Lots of waves. I'm standing far away from the tsunami on a cliff, right? The tsunami doesn't affect me. I warn others that there is something happening, but actually the waves come, hit, but nothing grave happens. This is
but you
very
went there? And the tsunami time, were you there?
நான் ஒரு cliff நின்னுட்டு பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கேனா
இல்ல நீங்க வந்து அந்த சுனாமி நடந்த போது இந்த 2000 டைம்ல நீங்க அதை எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் பண்ணிருக்கீங்களா?
Yeah, I did not experience it, but I mean I was in Madras, but I didn't see the tsunami as such. I have not seen the tsunami.
But you felt the news, you heard the news. Any traumatic experience in your family?
No traumatic experience. Immediately after half an hour, I went to the my cousin's property, which is on the beach. So we saw water kind of stagnating in
and
place.
The dark black water
imagine.
Okay. And the black waters pathingla illa pure water da pathingla?
Illa nalla waters with lot of damage and rubbles and this and that. So இதுதான் என்னுடைய அடிக்கடி வர dream. ரெண்டாவது dream வந்து என்னன்னாக்கா I am always flying. Okay.
You're always flying.
I jump from the earth without any effort. I just fly into the air. Right?
Okay.
Stay there in the air for some time. Spring மாதிரி மேல போயிட்டு கீழ வருது. And a lot of flight trips in the dream.
Very nice. Very nice. So now we are going to interpret your dream. So before we are interpreting Harry's dream, let's have a role play. So I think everybody has shared the dream in their own perspective. So how the Gestalt therapists really do. We are going to just see the process of it. So we have Aaron and Hindu for volunteering us. And you will be seeing them. You can just pin their pages, their images, so that you will know they are both going to take a role of a counselor and a patient. Okay, can we have Aaron and Indu on the screen?
I'm ready.
Yeah. So thank you so much for volunteering, and they are one of my beautiful interns. So we'll have them. Over to you.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, Hindu. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Okay. Hindu, this is our second sitting. First sitting has helped you. Could you share if you have understood or made any connection with our past city?
First of all, there is a lot of connection. Every day I had a dream like an empty space, empty place, like a dark place, and one hut house, and trees, no leaves. Leaves are falling in the trees, and I don't know how to say. எதையோ தேடி நான் ஓடிட்டே இருப்பேன் என்னோட ட்ரீம்ஸ்ல. என்னால அது சரியா ஃபைண்ட் பண்ண முடியல, நான் எதை தேடி ஓடுறேன் அப்படின்ட்டு. ஸோ லாஸ்ட் செஷன்ல பேசின போல ஒரு ட்ரீ இருக்கு, பட் அதுல லீவ்ஸ் எல்லாம் ஃபால் ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு, லைக் வெறும் பிரான்ச்சஸ் மட்டும்தான் இருக்கு. அண்ட் அந்த ட்ரீல வந்து ரொம்ப வீக்கா இருக்கு. அந்த ரோடு ரொம்ப டார்க்கா இருக்கு, ரொம்ப இருட்டா இருக்கு. அந்த இடத்துல நான் மட்டும்தான் இருக்கேன். I was searching something. எவ்ரிடே இந்த ட்ரீம் எனக்கு வரும் பொழுது என்னால அந்த டேவை வந்து ஒரு நார்மல் டேவா லீட் பண்ண முடியல. லைக் ரொம்ப ஆங்ஷியஸா இருக்கு. என்னால அந்த டேவை வந்து 100% எல்லாரோடவும் என்கேஜா இருக்க முடியல. ஸோ த மெயின் ரீசன் வந்து இந்த ட்ரீம் தான் அப்படின்னு எனக்கு தோணுது. இந்த ட்ரீம் வரும் பொழுதெல்லாம் அந்த டேவை வந்து என்னால ஃபுல்ஃபில் பண்ணவே முடியல.
I understand, Indo. First, I really do appreciate the sense of clarity that you have brought with your dream. Indo, if I can give you some time, would you be comfortable drawing your dream in a piece of paper? Would you be comfortable doing that with whatever that you have shared?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I can give you some time, Indo. Make yourself comfortable. Take a piece of paper and start drawing it. So once you're done, you can let me know. Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
Thank you, Indo. Can you show it to us?
Yeah. Can you see this?
Yeah.
A branch tree and a house, and this is me. I was running to find.
Okay. That's pretty much explains about everything. A lonely tree without a hut and a person, which you have mentioned, that is you, or chasing after something. That's a good representation, Indo. So I understand your dream, and your dream has 3 to 4 important components there. It's like tree with which without a person chasing, a lonely place and dry land, and a lonely hut. If you, what if I tell you, imagine yourself as that tree, okay? You take that I statement. If you were the tree, or if you are the tree, how you will connect yourself with that tree and express your emotion or thoughts, okay? If you are that tree, which without you are that tree, If you are the tree, what you will say, how you will feel, or how you will express your emotion with whatever which is happening currently in your life. Would you be comfortable doing that?
Okay. Tree. I lost all my leaves.
Okay.
I am weakness. I don't know. என்கிட்ட இருந்து எல்லாமே அந்த ட்ரீல இருந்து போயிட்டே இருக்கிற போல இருக்கு. நான் ரொம்ப வீக்கா இருக்கேன். லைக் என்னோட ரூட்ஸ் வந்து வாட்டர் தேடி சர்ச்சிங்லேயே இருக்கு. பட் இன்னும் ஃபைண்ட் பண்ணல. யாருமே என்கிட்ட வர மாட்டாங்க. என்னோட லீவ்ஸ்லாம் என்கிட்ட இருக்கும் பொழுது நிழலுக்காக நிறைய பேர் என்கிட்ட வருவாங்க. ஆனா இப்போ லீவ்ஸ் எல்லாம் இல்லாததால யாரும் என்கிட்ட கூட நிக்க மாட்டாங்க. ரொம்ப லோன்லியா இருக்கு. ரொம்ப எம்டியா இருக்கிற மாதிரி இருக்கு.
Okay. I understand, that is really an intense and beautiful interpretation. So I feel like though you have felt lonely, or though you were like so alone, felt so alone, like people have left you away, but you stood courageously and you are still there. You're trying to pull it off. That is very, very appreciable. Moving on, and though, would you love to connect to yourself, or would you love to take the role of the running person? If you mentioned that you are that running person, okay, you are chasing after something. What you are chasing after, how you are feeling, how you will tell, or how you will share your emotion if you are the running person. Would you be comfortable telling that too?
Sorry, I couldn't understand.
Okay, so you related yourself, you took the role of the tree, you felt and expressed your emotions, and you have mentioned that there were a person who was chasing after something. Okay, understand, or you are that person who is running or chasing. Okay, take that I statement, you are running after something. What you are running after, how you are feeling, you want to express it too?
In dreams,
Yes.
I don't know.
We do not know that.
Yeah.
So in our first sitting, you have shared so many thoughts, and I can relate to certain things which you have already mentioned in our first sitting. I'm going to give you a minute time so that you can think and relate whatever you have shared in your first session and whatever which is happening now with that person who is running after something. Can you relate whatever happened in your life?
Yeah. The first setting I said I lost my sister, and I am a very lonely person. In my house, only me and my father was staying here, and I lost all my friends. So every day I'm trying to make friends together, but I can't, and I have a lot of trust issues. And I can't able to make friends, and I feel very anxious whenever I am speaking. In real life, என்னோட ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸை நான் மீட் பண்ணணும், பேசணும். ஒரு ஸ்மால் மிஸ் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்டிங்கால ரிலேஷன்ஷிப் பிரேக் ஆயிரும். அவங்கள மீட் பண்ணணும்னு நான் ட்ரை பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கேன் ரியல் லைஃப்ல. அவங்களோட திரும்பவும் நான் ஒன்னா சேரணும் அப்படின்னு ட்ரை பண்றேன். அவங்கள தேடணும் அப்படின்னு எனக்கு தோணுது. நான் பண்ணிட்டு தான் இருக்கேன் ரியல் லைஃப்ல. ரியல் லைஃப்லயும் நான் ரொம்ப லோன்லியா இருக்கிற மாதிரி இருக்கிறேன். லோன்லியா தான் இருக்கிறேன். கூட பேசுறதுக்கு யாரும் இல்ல. அப்படியே பேசினாலும் அவங்கள என்னால 100% நம்ப முடியல. ஸோ ஒரு ஆங்ஷியஸான ஃபீலிங்ஸ் எப்பவுமே இருக்கு என்கிட்ட. ஸோ அதனால என்னால டேவை வந்து என்னால ஃபுல்ஃபில்லா கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணவே முடியல.
Right, I understand. So you have mentioned that you lost so many friends. You are really feeling very lonely. There were pretty much no one apart from your father who was living alone. You lost your friends, and you are really trying after your friends to reconnect or re-establish the relationship that you had, and you are really trying in your life. So I think that is what you are chasing after, the something that you have lost in your life, but you value the most. So these are very beautiful, intense interpretation. I really do appreciate the nuances of clarity that you have brought. I think, can you able to connect your dream with the situation which is happening in your life now? Are you seeing the connection happening?
Yeah. The person in my dreams, I was chasing something. In real life also, I am chasing my friends and my sister. So maybe நான் என்னோட ரியல் லைஃப்ல என்ன ஃபீல் பண்றனோ அதுதான் என் ட்ரீம்ல வருதோ அப்படின்ற எனக்கு ஒரு கனெக்ஷன் தெரியுது. அண்ட் நான் ரொம்ப லோன்லியா இருக்கேன். யாரு கூடவும் என்னால ஓப்பன் அப் பண்ண முடியல. ஸோ இதெல்லாம் தான் எனக்கு ட்ரீமா இப்படி வருதோ அப்படின்ற போலவும் எனக்கு ஒரு கனெக்ஷன் இருக்கு.
Yes, you have understood. So that's pretty much everything. What you have dreamt is nothing but what you are feeling or whatever happening in your life. So this is all about the dream analysis. With our next sessions going forward, we can talk about, or we can see about NT therapy and other supporting therapies. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sharon and Indu. That was a really beautiful session, and I want some people to just say or just comment for them the process which they've done and the experience which they gave you apart from their effort. So if you have something, you can just share, and then we'll go on to the process. You can just mention in the comment. So in real life dream, what we actually do is we investigate, explore and analyze the challenges, which is like just analysis and not fixing it. So it is direct that a dream is interpreted by the dreamer and not the therapist. So a therapist, as Aaron did, will only facilitate the client. You will not interpret it for the client, but you will facilitate the client to process it, to know and what it is actually. So this is the process actually. The client is recalling and telling their dreams. The client is asked to retell the dream in the present tense. Enna nadandhuchundra the present tense. The dreamer becomes a director and organizer of the play, moving around the setting, the stage, and everyone and everywhere which is part of their object, and enhance I statement inside your dream. So you use I, each object is taken in separate, and then you bring in I statement, and then you interpret the dream. So basically these are the things which you have to focus: the setting, the characters, the plot, the symbols, the themes, and the other last one, which is the mood and the tone. So when a client comes, the therapist has to follow these processes where the dream takes place. As Hari sir said, my dream is taking place in a place where it happened to be a tsunami. People around you, I and some people are there. Actions which taken, there is a high wave, it doesn't touch me and then it leaves. So what are the symbols which it says? It has water, it has air. So every time Hari sir said, he said like it's kind of a tsunami. So it has a deeper meaning. What it is saying, that I stand still, you cannot touch me, but I'm still anxious. Edho one nadandirukku, you can come and touch, I'm going to alert my people. There is something deep inside him which is being telling. So what the theme is that the client interprets that what it actually has to be. And then the deepmost emotion, it can be fear, anxiety, frustration, sadness, or whatever it is the client has to say. So when the client comes with a dream and tells you that I had a weird dream, what you have to do is you have to do certain process, which is I've made it very simple for you all. So you have to analyze in the first stage. So can we have Hari sir here? Hari sir. Yeah. So Hari sir, now you told me about there was a dream like this. What do you think right now about your dream now? Thinking all these components, what was your favorite, what is your mood, and what is the theme all about?
Yeah. So I got the tsunami dream some 4-5 years back, right?
Okay.
Off late, in the last about 4-5 years, what I dream is I am jumping, okay, like a spring. I'm just jumping into the air. I'm either associated with flights or associated with flying, right? I go through Google and check for these dream interpretations and things like that. So what it says is, if something like jumping into the air or flying comes, it means that you are trying to reach out to something, but you are not able to actually reach to that situation, and you keep trying, and you are not able to kind of reach to that situation, is what Google says. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just very random.
No, it's what Google says, but also is it what you also connected with?
Yeah, probably yes, because you see,
Yes.
in the last 1 year since the lockdown, okay, since we all are just staying indoors, and lot of commercial activity is kind of very low. Everybody's earning capacities, everybody's income generation is becoming very low. So it's kind of, I'm reaching out to something, but I'm not able to get it. I'm reaching out to something, I'm not able to get it. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe my requirement may be money. My requirement may be lot more work. My requirement may be something, some material benefits, buying something for the house. Nothing
Okay.
is happening for the last 1.5 years. So
Okay.
probably that is the kind of inner consciousness which is just coming out as a dream.
Very nice. Which is very true. So what is your emotion behind it? Your mood or emotions?
I mean, I can say it is just desires.
Exactly. So that is the dream. The unfinished desire is being come out as a dream. That's all. So you have interpreted well. So yes. So can we have anybody else who wants to interpret their dream right now? Because we are running short of time. Anybody else? Adu sir, yes, I was waiting. Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, first is a dream. Second is thought feeling. Okay, I'll share the second thing first.
One second. So I need Hari sir or Agnes ma'am to help you.
What?
About the dream interpretation, whatever process which we have. Any one of you all can help. I will also be there. Okay, yeah. Adi sir, you can just start.
Yeah, I'll share the second one first. The gut feeling or the instinct or thought, however you name it is, I get thoughts that people who are alive are going to die.
Okay.
For example, recently my mother had symptoms of corona. I thought thoughts were coming like, what should I do next? What should I do next? So that's my thought or my gut feeling. My dreams that I get frequently is dead people coming to life. Those dead people are my grandparents and my dad.
Okay. Okay, you have to describe the dream components also. What are the things other than the dead body, so that the therapist will also get an insight, even more probing.
So I don't get much clarity because I don't remember. Only thing that I remember in my dream is the three of them coming to life, and then they're doing something. I don't remember the dreams. All that I remember is those three dead people have come to life and something like that. I vaguely remember. I don't remember.
Okay.
Can I help?
Yes, please.
See, before that, I will tell you some interesting dream I had about 5-6 years back. Am I audible?
Yes,
Am I audible? Okay. See, we come from a traditional Hindu family, right? So for any function we do, we conduct before we conduct any function, right? Any ceremony in the house, we will do one Sumangali Puja. Okay, suppose we have a marriage, we have a celebration in the family. We do what is called a Sumangali Puja and worship people who have passed away, ladies who have passed away. My aunt, my father's elder sister, she passed away quite early. In the sense, my father's one younger sister passed away when she was very young, and my father's elder sister, whom I know very well, and we've been like when I was in my 10th standard or 11th standard, she passed away. So I know her very well. I've been moving with her quite a lot of times. So once we had a family celebration about 4 years back, just about 10 days or 15 days prior to that, she comes in my dream. She died in 1987, right? I'm talking about an incident which happened in 2014. So she comes in my dream and she's standing outside a marriage hall. Okay, I can see a marriage hall. I can see her husband who was then alive. So she's standing outside the marriage hall and she's crying and she's asking, நான் வெளியில நின்னுட்டு இருக்கேனே, என்னை யாருமே உள்ள கூப்பிட மாட்டேங்கிறீங்களே. I'm standing outside. Why are nobody inviting me? Why aren't you inviting me inside? I'm just standing outside. Nobody bothers me. Nobody is bothered about me. So that was about the dream, and I suddenly wake up. It was morning, right? So I go and tell my mom, this is what I had my dream. So she said, yes, it's been about 22 years since we did any Sumangali Puja in our house. We have to do something. So this is probably because I don't know. It was very random. I never thought of a Sumangali Puja. I never even thought of my aunt, not at all at any point of time. Suddenly this comes out like that. Okay. As far as I feel, what Mr. Adar's dream is that he is having a fear that his mom is vulnerable to COVID, right? And anything may go wrong with COVID because of so many XYZ reasons, because of vulnerability or because of age, because of comorbid conditions and things like that. So he is actually asking for some kind of a divine help or some kind of a help from somewhere unknown. Doctors are there, so many other people are there, but his subconscious mind probably thinks that doctors may not be of great help at this stage. There has to be some supreme supernatural power which can help, and subconsciously probably he's asking for help from those people whom he has lived with, his father or his grandparents or whomever it is. He's not directly asking. His subconscious mind is asking for some help. Come on, help me to keep my mom in a safe and sound situation, at least till the pandemic passes away. Yeah, all of us are going to die one day, but let us have some more time till the pandemic passes away, and let us have a decent kind of passing on. Like my father died of COVID last year. We couldn't even bring his mortal remains to back home, so we went directly to the crematorium and we did all the ceremonies there. So it was like that. So there is a subconscious. I was in fact thinking that my dad should not die of COVID and things should not happen like that. But this is probably one reason he could have his family members who are no more coming into the dream. It is probably some kind of a asking for help is what I feel.
Okay. Yes, sir. So as Hari sir said, it may be like asking for help and to continue.
Sorry to interrupt. I don't fully agree with Harish on the concept of, okay, certain things are true. For example, I don't believe in doctors. I believe in God. That's true. But I don't find a connection between the second one and the first one. That is the gut feeling or the instincts, something to do with the dreams, because I've been getting those dreams before. Only after that she will die, and one more, my uncle going to pass away. That came twice, and my mother going to pass away because of the COVID thing. So she was also negative. and she didn't tell me anything. She told me fever and all that, all the symptoms were there. I don't see a connection. How do you see it? Because I couldn't
so
agree
it
with
is
that point.
different people who see it in a different perspective. Your dream, as you said, has a different interpretation also, but it is Sir's interpretation which we have to accept it also. Yes. What I feel is like, Adarsh, you are actually rightly insecure. So you have a sense of feeling of your mom is going to miss you at this age. You have not imagined a life without her, and you are really worried about the stage right from the day you were there. So as you said, you have a lot of unfinished businesses in your life, and this is a piled up. You are the only comfort you have in your life is your mother, who you are actually reliable on. And what happens is that avangalo poita aduthathu enna, and the insecure feeling is actually haunting you, though you don't say it out. It is there in your subconscious that you will be alone, have to face this people who's actually bad, mean, who's hurting you. ஏதாச்சும் ஆகுமோன்ற ஒரு பயம் is there in your subconscious mind, and that is projecting.
That is very true. That is very true. I would agree with it, because I was like, though my dad was there, I was more attached to my mom. I was a mama's boy. I was too dependent on her. Even for my decision making, she had to be involved. So as you said, it's right. So I agree with
So
it.
it's a feeling of an insecurity, and you rightly need a tight hug from your mom. Go have it today, and then you might feel much of it.
Today is Mother's
That's
Day,
all
right?
you need. Okay, good. So what is Hari's sir interpretation is also true, but whatever you felt is also true. So dreams have different interpretation. Yeah, it depends on people. Yeah. Anybody else? Otherwise, we are going to end. The trips and tips which you have to focus in Gestalt. Being in the presence here and now is never lost. So you just work on the here and now. Dreams are actually experienced, not interpreted. We are not God to interpret idukku ipdi irukku apdi irukku. You just help the client to experience it, like Aaron and Indu did. You ask them to talk about it, whatever you felt, what is your emotion right now, what are the symbols says. You have certain characters. What is the most predominant character? For example, tree is the biggest picture, na? What does a tree says? What if you were the tree, what you want to say? So the client is responsible for his or her own dreams, and the client identifies various objects in the dreams, such as animals, things, non-living things, and then the dream parts has been taken away and understood. The client tells his own story, his own feelings and his own desire or fears, and he's very strong in that element. Doing this, we only aim in reducing anxiety and gain insight for the client. That's all. So it is not that you're going to stop the dream right from today, but you're just going to be aware that, okay, I have a feeling that if I don't feel my mother is not there, what I am going to do? So I have to keep her sweet, or I have to do something for her. Irukra nalla na nalla paathukanum. Those little insight, I have to just hug her, not hurt her. And the mari little insight you will be getting, and that will help you to reduce anxiety. That's all. So this is all for today's session. So hope you enjoyed a lot. I think it's 5 o'clock now. I'm sorry it's late, and still we have 30 participants. I'm so happy for that. Nobody left. And any questions you have, you can just ask. Otherwise, you can just comment it. You'll have this as a practice. This will be your homework, this part, setting character. Your dreams which you shared in the group, you have to make it as a homework. You will be interpreting your own dream. That's all.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead, Adarsh.
Yeah, please go ahead. Please. Mine is not a doubt. Please go ahead. Yeah. No, please go ahead. Mine is not a doubt. Mine was just a suggestion with the
Okay.
So you can go ahead.
Okay, so first off, I have a doubt regarding Gestalt's view of dreams.
Okay.
Do we see dreams as reflections or leftovers of the present, immediate present, or are they reflecting or indicating even deep past? Because he started with Freud's definition, and Freud usually says that dreams are they are the pathway to the unconscious, right? Unconscious, early childhood, hidden disturbing memories or painful memories that are suppressed in the unconscious. And we said Gestalt deals with the present. So my question is, does Gestalt's view of dreams is more oriented with the present, like whether a person's dream deals with their present problem?
See,
or is it reflective of the past? if it is reflective of the past, you said that it's the therapist must know about the past, but they must not talk about or work on the past. We have to focus on the present during the therapy. But dreams are more likely to reveal even past hidden problems. So how can we go without addressing it? That is also one of my doubts.
It means that you have not understood the concept. It means like Gestalt, it talks about the here and now, but it talks about the past.
Okay.
I as a therapist will not ask you, Varshanika, உங்களுக்கு குழந்தையில பிரச்சனை இருந்துச்சுல, tell me more about your problem. அப்ப என்ன நடந்துச்சு, அப்ப என்ன ஹர்ட் ஆயிடுச்சு, அப்ப யாரெல்லாம் இருந்தாங்க அந்த டைம்ல, எத்தனை பேர் வந்தா லைக் உங்களை ஹர்ட் பண்ணாங்க, அப்படியெல்லாம் I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to, yes, you had a past. How are you going to deal it now? So yes, you have a dream. It is a part of your subconscious mind, which means it's part of your past.
Okay.
And your past, you're bringing it to your present and dealing with it. Simple. Okay. So it is all interconnected. Only thing that the therapist is not part of the gossip business. The therapist only helps the client to deal with it. Avlada.
That's a wonderful question what she asked.
Very beautiful question.
Yeah, very nice question. Gestalt says like the total sum is greater than the parts, right? So this past experiences also is part of your whole. That's how I understand Gestalt.
Yes, very
so
nice.
You cannot leave the past throw and then say, no, Gestalt said only deal with today. No, even the yesterday's experience is part of your today's reactions, what you're having it. So when Gestalt says the total sum is greater than the parts, but he did not say you leave begin one particular part and come. He did not say that. He says include every part and make it as a whole sum and then deal with that. So why don't we think, Vaishnika, that maybe your part compressed feeling is part of today? Could be. Yes.
Can I?
Yes.
It's only the past behavior. Your unconscious mind is brought to the present. All your suppressed feeling has to be brought to the present to deal with it.
So that is part of you, part of your personality, part of your problem.
That's called as a present. Your subconscious is brought to the present.
And deal with that. Don't compress it and throw it out. But at the same time, don't ignore it. That's what Gestalt says.
So don't mask it, don't suppress it, but deal with it. Don't have a flight attitude, have a fight attitude. Simple. Hey, that's a doubt, still?
Another doubt, ma'am. About the interpretation of the dream, ma'am.
Okay.
We said that the client's interpretation of the dream is what we focus on.
Yeah.
So when Adarsh shared his experience, he said that he wasn't able to see the connection. He can't see the connection between the two separate, the feeling and the dream. When the person is unsure of interpreting their own dream, do we provide any guidance?
That's the role of a therapist. It will come only through experience.
Okay, so
now you might feel like you might, as when I started also, I had the same feeling. You might feel little insecurity. Will I be correct? But it will only come through experience. Even if the therapist is wrong, not at all a problem. We tend to make it a wrong conclusion, but we tend to help the client. That's why we have like summarizing reflection in counseling. No, so when the therapist interprets, the client reflected, the client summarizes, the client the therapist paraphrases. That's how it happens. Okay. Yeah, Hari sir has a doubt.
Is Chandramukhi movie an extension of Gestalt?
I really don't know. It's a split personality. No, it is not part of Gestalt.
It is like she has a past. Okay.
Dealing with the past. That's what he's trying to say. Dealing with the past.
But we are
brought to the present and dealing with that.
Right?
Yeah.
She had issues. She had a bad childhood. She had
maybe the entire scene which they recreated, maybe it's a Gestalt. Thank you for that example.
So, but he is not dealing with the past again and again, asking her about her past. Probably Rajinikanth is dealing with the present.
Yeah.
Something is gone wrong with her. It has to be dealt and it has to be cleared off. Yeah. All the Mandravadi stuff and all is just an extension. Yeah. Right.
So whatever sir said is correct. So the scene which they recreated was to deal in the present. They did not talk about the past. but the last
yeah.
scene, they made the entire scene which has to happen. And this is almost like part of a gestalt. You recreate the scene, bring it happen, and then deal with it.
I want to tell something to Vasnika. Vasnika, dream analysis is part of your therapy. That is not a complete conclusive diagnostic this one. Okay. This is one part of your diagnostic the tools, you can say, when you're dealing with a client. So even the therapist is going wrong in interpreting the dream, it's all right. Maybe you didn't get the glitch of it, or you didn't get the real mode of it. We don't know. But that is only a part of your therapy. So let's not get disheartened with like, okay, therapists could not interpret the dream correctly. It's gone. No, maybe, but definitely while discussing about this dream to the client is facilitated to think about it. Maybe the therapist is wrong, but therapist would have helped the client to think about his dream. That itself is 50% success to the therapist.
Exactly, yes. So
Correct,
you,
Mama?
yes, you have your own set of rules design, and always Gestalt says it's the creativity of the therapist. You make it possible however you want it. This is, as Aaron said, it is only the second or third session or even the fifth session. Whenever the therapist and the client feels comfortable, you take into the sensitive stuff. That's all.
Yeah, good. Okay, Vasnika?
Thank you, Agnes ma'am and Tina ma'am and Harish sir.
Yeah, anybody else, the MSW students, are you okay? Did you understand at least? If anything, you can just text me. Please do complete your homework. Please, it's a request. Then only you can help your clients. I saw some homework that was nice. It is only a self-reflection, not as a school assignment. You can do it later also, but do complete it. Yes?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Manoj wanted to ask something, I think. Manoj.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Agnes, ma'am. Ma'am, I just have two doubts. So the first one is with the therapy itself, just all therapy itself. Ma'am, we were talking about, if my understanding is correct, just if we are able to bring that missing part, that part which is suppressed, if we are able to bring it to the surface and make the client aware that, hey, you're missing this part. So the problem should be solved, right?
Yes, that's the most beautiful part. You can ever do it for the client.
Yes.
So if you re-own that part
yes,
where you are suppressed, and the client is aware that, yes, I have suppressed this for so many years. I have had client who's been there for 7 years with me. And then only after 7 years, we just knew that the mother was the one who was the reason behind all these things. She had a really bad insight. I did not know. I loved my mother so much, but I did not know the baggage was my mother. And that is a beautiful suppressive insight which she had. And then she dealt it herself.
So my question is this: if I'm able, so I bring the client to the awareness part, right? I make the client bring to awareness, telling like, hey, this is your problem. Like if the client is feeling, let's say they had a very bad friend in the past, and because of them they were hurt, but then they were trying to suppress it and think of the person as a very good person. But they bought it out right now. It's open out there. But what do you do after that? So for example, let's say that I've come to my understanding like, hey, this person is the reason why I am suffering. So I bought myself to an understanding. So, but that doesn't solve, right?
No, that's the mistake which we all do. Nobody is the reason for nobody's suffering. No, it's I am the one who's going to create. I believe that this person is the reason for my suffering, but it's actually me. I think that person has created. Ablala, Nana volunteer boy. I go voluntarily. I make the problem. I create an environment. I make myself pity. So what we are doing is, you are the problem, Prinu. Make yourself aware, stay away, or stay conscious. That's all.
Yes, ma'am. All right. So this was my first question. So my second question is, so all the dreams that we discussed today are coherent. They have one sequence of thing that is following. What do you do with incoherent dreams?
No. Dreams are not sequential. It can have. If you have multiple dreams, you deal with it. If the client really is happy with the dream analysis session, you can deal one session. You get a lot of money out of it.
My question is like this one. So
why do you want to finish it in one session?
I want to. Can I answer Manoj?
Yeah.
Can I, Manoj? It is like sometimes fragments of dream comes. It's okay if they are helping them to connect it. It is like connecting dots. You give to children activities. You draw a cat picture in dots. and draw only half of it and tell them to complete the connections, sometimes they make out of the dots whatever image they want to make, right? It's exactly like that. You are trying to connect the dots, the missing part, what you rightly said, the missing part of the past or the subconscious, whatever it is. We get integrated with the present scenario, what's going on today with you and me, laughing or getting angry or whatever it is, and then try to connect and view the whole picture as, oh, this is thing. Like you rightly said, oh yes, this is what has happened. Now, problem solving, 50% problem solving is done once you identify why there is a problem. Correct? No. We all know that. Now, once we have realized that, now you cannot go and catch hold of that guy and say, hey, you are the one who's responsible for my problem. No, we are responsible for our own problem. My reaction towards that person, how it is going to be. Because it is you who have a problem, not that person. Who has a problem? You who have got a problem. So who need to be dealt? You need to be dealt, not with the other person. Correct? No. So that's rightly, I mean, Prem was telling very correctly. It's we who have to treat ourselves. I cannot go and treat Mr. Modi or Mr. Stalin or somebody. It is I who has to try to adjust myself according to their view or whatever it is. Damn with you, or I'm worried about it. It's up to my choice.
So, yeah, basically it is like if you don't have a connection also, the first stream itself, the client will have a very big impact and they'll go and they'll cry, they'll yell at you, they're like, my therapist is very bad, all the comments will come, but they'll come to you after 3-4 sessions and tell you that I had a beautiful impact, please let me have it for a very short while, and then you'll start the session, continue this dream, finish all the problems, and then you go on to the next goal. You don't have, as ma'am said, like you deal each problem, not each dream.
Yes, ma'am. So
I mean, if the client comes,
consideration of all the elements that are present, even if no matter how weird they are, like weird.
Yeah. It's okay. Even if you think that your father is looking like a dinosaur to you just because he's telling you don't go there, it's absolutely a choice. You can have it. No problem. But how are you going to deal with the dinosaur is your choice.
Yeah, I also want to say something. Certain people will have like in the bed and the keela villaramari. So they'll have a feeling like falling down the bed. That is not a dream. That is a behavior. That is a very different part. You just have to go and they'll have like a feeling falling down from a bed, but that's not a dream. So that alone, be very conscious. Okay.
Yes.
Just to make it quickly, I'll tell you. I used to have a dream like I was sharing in my room in the room also. Whenever I see Amrish Puri's movie, Hindi movie, right? That night, that fellow rapes me in my dream. Obviously, every night. Oh God, whenever I see that movie and come back and I am raped, I keep running. Amrish Puri is chasing me. Absolute insecurity feeling, Till 21 years, I was going through all those things. After that, then I realized that movie is different. This is different. Now Amrish Puri cannot come from the screen and rape me. Then it settled down slowly. Otherwise, I was thinking that really somebody is planning to rape me, making a scheme and all to rape me. Insecurity feeling. So sometimes like weird dreams like this also happens. It's okay. Accept it. It's part of you. That's okay.
I have a case of mine where after the Sushant death, he had death anxiety. So he had thanatophobia where he dreams every time of Sushant's dead body hanging on his fan. So severe anxiety, he used to visit doctor. He went for 4 therapists and then we did this dream analysis sessions, and we also had a different therapeutic, other than Gestalt, we had a different therapeutic session. And after that only he got